I consider this Kurdish oil situation to be the final countdown. A lot of things are waiting on the new exchange rate, but in my opinion, the most important aspect right now is that this oil is a key factor in Sudanese hold on releasing the budget tables. I believe they will release the budget tables simultaneously with the new rate, which means they're holding off on both until they're ready for the rate release. Iraq is leading the Arab world when it comes to buying gold. In fact, it ranks 7th globally in gold purchases. According to the World Gold Council, Iraq was at the forefront of Arab nations in buying gold in 2024, acquiring approximately 20.1 tons. This brought their total gold reserves to around 162 tons, a significant increase from the 12.3 tons purchased in 2023. What if I told you that currencies can change overnight? When Kuwait revalued its currency, it shocked the world. Something similar could be happening with the Iraqi dinar. Could we see a major shift in currency value once again? Stick around as we break down the insightful statements from Mountain Goat and explore what this could mean for the future of the dinar, and how it might impact you. Let's start by looking at what's currently happening with the Iraqi dinar. Recently, Iraq has announced plans to back its currency with a basket of currencies. This is a huge step forward and has caused a lot of excitement in the financial community. But what exactly does this mean? When a currency is backed by a range of assets, it generally becomes more stable and valuable. Investors see this as a sign of confidence, which has caused a surge in interest around the Iraqi dinar. Mountain Goat, a well-known figure in this niche, made an insightful observation. Iraq's move mirrors what happened in Kuwait in 1991, after the Gulf War. Back then, Kuwait revalued its currency, leading to significant economic growth. People saw their wealth increase dramatically, and Iraq seems to be taking a page from this playbook. Now, let's dive into the specifics of the currency basket backing the dinar. Reports suggest that Iraq is considering several key currencies, such as the US dollar, the euro, and potentially the British pound. This diversification shows they're not putting all their eggs in one basket, which aims to create a more stable and trusted currency. Next, let's talk about the gold-backed dinar. What is it, and why should you care? The gold-backed dinar is an initiative to support the currency with gold, which has always been a symbol of value and stability. When currencies are backed by gold, they tend to hold their value better, even during economic uncertainties. It's like holding a currency that's backed by real, tangible assets rather than just paper. So, what does all this mean for investors? If the Iraqi dinar is backed by a solid mix of currencies and gold, it could have major implications. First, foreign investment in Iraq could increase. Investors may view Iraq as a country with greater potential for growth and stability, which could lead to job creation and economic progress. Second, the value of the dinar could rise, which would result in significant profits for those holding it if the currency appreciates. However, it's important to approach this with caution. Economic changes take time, and they are not without risks. While the future of the dinar looks promising, history teaches us that we must be careful in our decisions. If you're considering investing in the Iraqi dinar, make sure to research current investment opportunities, consult financial experts, and gather as much information as possible. Don't rush into decisions based on speculation. Making informed choices is essential. That being said, there are still many challenges ahead. Iraq's economy has faced political instability, security issues, and external dependencies, all of which could affect the dinar's value. Despite these obstacles, the potential for growth is undeniable, and the situation is worth keeping an eye on. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the potential revaluation of the Iraqi dinar? Have you ever invested in foreign currencies? And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and share it with your friends. Let's help everyone stay informed. Now, let's shift gears and take a look at the current state of Iraq's currency. For over 2 decades, the Iraqi dinar has been trading at very low levels, which raises questions about how accurately it's being valued. A major factor in this is the sanctioned exchange rate. The exchange rate used within Iraq doesn't reflect the international market, and many believe this has kept the dinar undervalued. So, what would a proper valuation of the dinar look like? A proper valuation should be based on real assets, like oil reserves, infrastructure, and human resources. Iraq is one of the largest oil producers in the world, yet its economic potential has largely gone untapped due to political and social instability. Let's dig into the underlying factors that have prevented Iraq from entering the international market. Political uncertainty has been a major barrier since the fall of Saddam Hussein. Years of conflict have made it difficult for Iraq to stabilize its government, and investors tend to avoid unstable environments. On top of this, many of Iraq's economic policies are outdated and may not be suitable for today's global economy. Reassessing and reforming these policies could help boost investor confidence and improve the currency's value. Another key challenge is Iraq's over-reliance on oil. While Iraq has vast oil reserves, it needs to diversify its economy by investing in sectors like agriculture, technology, and tourism. By doing so, Iraq could become less vulnerable to fluctuations in oil prices. Now, let's compare Iraq to Iran. Despite its own set of challenges, Iran has managed to integrate into international markets more effectively. They've established trading partnerships even while facing sanctions. This shows that, despite the obstacles, countries can find ways to participate in the global economy. Many believe Iraq can do the same, especially with its rich cultural heritage and ancient tourist sites. With proper investment in tourism and infrastructure, like roads, airports, and hotels, Iraq could generate significant revenue and attract global investors. One of Iraq's biggest opportunities for change lies in its youth population. The majority of Iraqis are young and eager for economic opportunities. By investing in education and job training, Iraq can tap into this demographic dividend, creating a powerful engine for economic growth. Moreover, international partnerships could bring in the funds and expertise needed for reforms in various sectors. Lastly, technology has immense potential in Iraq. Encouraging startups and technological innovation could create jobs and diversify the economy. The tech sector could be a game changer for Iraq, but strong governance is key to ensuring that reforms are carried out effectively. Iraq's leadership must work together to implement these changes and rebuild trust among investors and international partners. To sum up, the situation with the Iraqi dinar is unfolding quickly. With plans to back it with a range of currencies and gold, there's a lot of potential for investors. But remember, the world of currency is full of both opportunities and risks, so stay informed and cautious. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. The American Wilson Institute called on Iraq to extend the mandate of the UNAMI mission, which is supposed to officially end at the end of 2025. UNAMI was established pursuant to Security Council Resolution 1500 in August 2003 to support the Coalition Provisional Authority led by Paul Bremer and the Iraqi Governing Council. While its mission is described as purely political, the growing regional tensions compel Baghdad to consider the possibility of extending it. A report by the American Institute, translated by Shafaq News Agency, indicated that the decision to end UNAMI's 22-year mission came before the escalation of regional tensions, after its mandate was renewed annually at the request of the Iraqi government, and it reports to the Department of Political